What's good, YouTube, and welcome to the house. This may be the market watch a lot of you guys have wanted, because I'm going to basically cram two market watches together in one and speed go through a ton of buyouts because there's just too many to do to take my time with it. So I'm going to do my best to be time efficient. But I want to just say real quick, Adpocalypse 2.0 is here with Disney, Nestle, and a ton of brands pulling their ads because there's sick people on the platform, and it was pointed out to them, and it's going to affect all creators too. So be sure to support your favorite creators, not just me, like anybody who might be suffering through this time, daily uploads that's barely making it by. Be sure to support your favorite creators, be it without ad block or through their Patreons. Let's go ahead and get into it. Trishula, last I showed, was around $50 to $60. Those actually got bought out, and we now see it towards $80, $90. This is because Salomon Greats are choosing to play Psychic Wielder and are synchroing into Trish and Brio in certain builds, and we see it at $70 before it's completely gone on eBay as well. So, pretty insane that the 50 to 60 range got bought out here. It's actually mind-blowing that it got sales there to me, but people that I guess really wanted it went for it. Maxi Ultimate Rare, it starts to look like it's just a piece by itself, but as I go through the next buyouts, something starts screaming at me about a certain past format. We see 200 and 150 being the lowest before this other one in Spanish at 150, and then on eBay 140 for German near mint, 165. Basically, Maxi Ultimate sees itself bought out again, and Spanish near mint again, 132. From that 115 point, all of them disappear, and it becomes expensive again. Now, this realistically could come back off of the list. It's at 3 in the OCG. There's always that discussion that maybe we'll get it someday. But yeah, pretty insane. Also, I didn't even know Necro Valley was at this kind of a price point. I hadn't scrolled down. So real quick, yeah, $31. I'd heard talk about this maybe seeing play and side deck play in this format. Interesting to see. It truly is. That's pretty cool. It has applications against many decks in the format. So, anyways, moving on. Big Eye sees a buyout all the way to the point of $34 freaking dollars over here, and I think 27 near mint before $38. Yeah, so you start to piece together Maxi, Big Eye. When were these two played together? Oh, Spellbook of Power bought out to the point of $60. It looks like somebody is thinking that Dragon Ruler format might be a pretty good investment between these, and I think Maxi may or may not be a part of that. Of course, Maxi, many iconic formats such as Plant, Dragon Rulers, etc. It's just amazing, and if it peels off the ban list, I don't even want to fathom how much this actually goes to, although the market might flood. We've seen this before. Magician of Faith, it was more banned, and it took forever to actually increase again. It was $80 banned, it got unbanned, and it went to $30 because of the flood on the market. I don't think Maxi will be the same, but pretty crazy stuff. Debris Dragon Ultimate Rare, $25 freaking dollars. Plant format here now too, and we see near mint here starting at 23 or so. I have best match. Let me fix that for you guys. We see from Canada at 17 before 2021, etc. So just a freaking freak load of Ultimate Rare buyouts. By the way, played against Galaxy the other night on stream. It was a lot better than I expected, but basically every single Ultimate Rare from Astral Pack seems to be bubbling for the most part. If I were to make a suggestion, Gaia ends up in a lot of freaking decks. Just that free rank up ability to pierce. I've always liked the Volca Gaia combo that's phased out. I think this is not a bad Ultimate Rare to hold on to. Let's go ahead and get into what's actually affecting from the meta and market now that we've got through that bit of a collectibles buyout. Number 95, Galaxy Dark Matter Dragon has been bought out to the point of $19 with 19 prices on TCG Player. And over here, quickly settling back, $10 before, well, I guess that's one listing, right? One new listing, somebody who wants to make a sale before it's $18 as well. So you will see those independent listers try to make sales. This is banned in the OCG. I'm being told it's for Guard Dragon players, of course, the rank 8 engine, the Blue Eyes players. Naturally, anything that tops with rank 8s can give this hype, but there's so much more to this card, and I've always thought it's a great card, and ironically, this is kind of its original price out of Gold Series before, you know, there were just a ton of them on market and the Dragon Rulers got banned, and it was called Doesn't Matter Dragon. But yeah, this is kind of its original pricing right here, so I can't say it's the biggest surprise, and it only has its gold rare printing. A side note is the Heraldic Seal comes out in dual power. If you don't know this card, it's actually insane. It's a compulsory for tributing one monster in hand or field, so if something gets a tribute effect, it will also pop off there, even in the hand. And also, if this card is tributed, which it can tribute itself for its own effect, all it needs is you can tribute one monster from your hand or field, so itself. You can special summon a dragon monster from your hand or deck, but change its attack and defense to 0. Notice it doesn't negate its effects, so it can also be a continuing combo piece for going second. It's just an amazing card. It's definitely going to give Guard Dragons another element, another tool, and it is freaking amazing. So beware that the Guard Dragons are getting a buff coming towards the WCQ season, not even from Dark Neostorm, but from us finally getting the Link Frames Pack card in dual power. Droll Lockbird, the ultimate rare. I kind of skipped talking about it last time. It's pretty surprising to see it up to this point, although now the STBL one joins it. We were talking about how this format Droll is kind of becoming the hand trap. You still have $20 ones available, but so few prices, running out of quantities on the market. Expect to see this going up. Realistically, it's been heading on the buyout mode. Where it's gonna land, I don't really know. We've seen it hang around $30 for certain formats, but that was before we got the Legendary Collection reprint. So where will it, with this upped quantity, where will it land? And could it be in dual power again? We're seeing a ton of dual power get reprints come from Legendary Collection Kaiba, such as Cardidemise, such as the Ghost Sisters. Will Droll be a candidate for that? I certainly hope so. Raw Sphere mode. Oh, also, we should have just had Droll in the structure deck. Raw Sphere mode. I couldn't have predicted this one. I said I thought it would be a maximum of $25. Yikes. A ton of quantities, but they're trying to hold the line at 40 for our good old Raw Sphere mode ultra rare boy. Again, this product's not coming back, you know, opened in max quantities anytime soon from Duelist Pack Battle City, and it's 4x the price of the super rares, so you can actually get a playset of supers for under the ultra. I feel like that would be way more worth it. I feel like this will fall down towards my predicted $25 mark, maybe even above at 30, but I could not have called it having that many quantities on market and trying to hold that price for the Ultra. And we see actually on eBay, Raw Sphere mode Ian. Well, I guess this isn't an Ian, right? The Ian would only be Ultras. Wait, is this an Ultra? 1 second. Ooh. Ooh. Condition used. Makes a lot of sense all of a sudden. It is an Ultra. So I would think the Supers wouldn't be Ian. Let's see what we get when we just do Raw Sphere mode. 48 results. We see $9 super rares, so a little bit cheaper before it does join at 11. Basically, a decent side option for break my board format deck, but the Ultra is going insane. This is set up for best selling. A lot of people were pointing out that Sunlight Wolf might be over-exaggerated in price. It might not be natural in demand. This is actually the top-selling card on TCG Player right now, and so is the rest of the Salomon Great stuff. Before we get to Time Lord stuff, and notably, Hida, get yours sooner than later. A lot of people are discovering this is pretty good in the mirror match. You want to have this card if you're playing Salomon Greats. Another rare from Savage Strike that fits the bill. Although you're not going for like 3 of them as many go for like with Sunlight Wolf. Its quantity won't disappear as fast, but it's still going to have a huge demand for a rare. Rares are harder to get than super rares by a very small margin. Very, very small margin. They are harder to get than super rares. Do think about that with Savage Strike. It is harder to pull a rare. There are 20 different rares out of 24 packs versus 14 different supers, and you'll have supers in 18 packs. The math comes out that it is slightly easier to get a super rare. Very, very slight. So basically, do consider like this basically, even though it's just in one deck, its demand is as great as Twin Twisters for how many people want to have access to that deck. Phantasmy is staying up here. A very interesting note is I was on the Facebook Marketplace in Zodiac kind of looking around, and I see Ned, a very big vendor, post that he will buy these for 80, and after 2 hours was posting, wow, I have not been able to buy a single one. So he was trying to give $80, such a great markup on these for people who might just want to make a quick sale, make their money. It might be that in demand, but we do see the price getting cheaper from some independent sellers, and after fees and shipping, like, well, I guess shipping either way would happen, but after fees, like, 80 sounds kind of enticing, but I guess being the lowest listing, it could eventually sell. We see Wielder quickly fall back from 25 towards 20 though over here, while on eBay sticking at 25. Independent sellers are always going to want to make that sale. They see it jump, they're happy with the extra margins, the extra money, and it does help the market to help fallout happen, and new sellers got to get an edge somehow. Moving on over, I was looking at Duelist packs, and Legendary Duelist being one of the best Duelist packs. Ancient Gear Fusion, last time we looked, it was $60 and was taking a while to fall back down. Now it is back towards 40, as I kind of predicted, although I knew it would be a slow drip, and for it to end up there. And 37 over here on eBay, I think I looked at near mint, and it's just an interesting thought to me about these Duelist packs. What an impact they have when you don't really reprint these cards from them, when they end up like basically just so solid an investment. And looking at the newest one, it did turn out poorer than the rest, but eventually the quantities just disappear from market no matter what. And even if it's not in the meta, like Duel Links can hype an archetype, it seems. Different things can happen. Outside forces of nostalgia really just force the Duelist pack card. So again, it really just shows that safe trade for value until they start going for reprints out of them. Toon Kingdom was something that came up while I was looking through here, and I noticed the secret rares from Dragons of Legend. A Dragons of Legend secret rare is only $3 to $4 ahead of the rares. That means if you've been waiting for this to drop, wait no longer. You need to get yours sooner than later, because these will be disappearing. Anytime we see the lower rarity come this close to a very hard higher rarity card to get, it will sell out pretty much immediately. And we see, I think this was a damaged one for 14, and then we see 16, 18, etc. It's going up very quickly on eBay. Be sure to consider getting yours sooner than later. Epic Cards in Game with 3 copies. They're probably going to sell those. But yeah, it's definitely just this thing to think about. Whenever we see like Raw Seer Mode Supers creep up on the Ultras, you see that huge wipe. Toon Kingdom's a card that as a secret rare was $30 before. I could easily see the secret rare being $25. And if you've been waiting, biding your time for this to fall, the fact that this has risen so much from its original $5 to $6, even $4, and going up and up as a shorter print in the set, it's pushing this price. This price will definitely disappear. World Legacy World Crown is the last thing. I didn't know this was a $2.50 rare, but it makes sense. It's played in so many decks. It's just good. Crusadia, Guard Dragon, Crusadia, etc. It's a really good card. It's a negate. It's hyped. It's good in general. So let's kind of just see where the prices fall on eBay too. Pretty similar. Price plus shipping. Oh wait, did I accidentally do like play sets? Oh, over $8. I somehow clicked that. But yeah, basically just looking around, it heads towards $3. Nice to see Simply Unlucky towards the lowest prices again, as he continues to be. It's just a good negate, and it's something to be aware of. If you have extra, sell them, of course. If you are thinking about playing this in the future, do consider the timing of when you would be playing it versus mayhaps the Mega 10s or Battles of Legend. I would like to see it get a rarity upgrade, actually. That'd be really cool to see in secret, but I wouldn't depend on it. I would think this would be more of a Mega 10 card for its reprint. Thank you so much for watching. What did you think of this faster-paced Market Watch? All you people going, get to the cards, John. Hopefully you enjoyed the pacing of this Market Watch. I tried to make it as consumable as possible with so many cards that I had to get to. The ultimate rare buyouts are crazy, and I probably didn't even scratch the surface of them, but they are really popping off lately. So, what did you guys think of everything happening with the market, from the collectibles to the actual craziness with this meta and speculation within the meta? I think I see Dark Matter Dragon falling back again, personally, but to where? It probably... it's hard to call. It really is. But I think I do see it falling again, especially with it being banned in the OCG currently. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let me know how you liked it, kind of being a faster pace and way more cards. I'm trying to bring you guys as much information as possible with these, and it feels weird to go this fast. It feels like I'm missing something, but hopefully I got as many explanations as I could to you within the time. Thanks for watching.